Hey guys, good morning. What's going on? I just woke up to the news of a new ban list. So we will of course look at it. I already have looked at it. I don't think it's that great. We have Metaverse going from 2 to 3. So we had it at 2, it's going to 3, doesn't make big difference. This was, I think the idea was to be a substitution for the terraforming that we lost, because you can take one field spell from your deck and either activate it or add it to your hand. But obviously Metaverse is slower because it's a trap. You could play it with the Trap Tricks spell card to be able to activate it right at that turn, but I don't think a lot of people will put in Trap Tricks just for the one card, because if then Metaverse is no longer in your deck, the Trap Tricks card is basically dead if you don't play other traps. Then we have cards to be semi-limited. Branded Fusion from 3 to 2. I don't think this is necessary. I think Branded in itself, Branded can never be super strong in Master Duel. I already talked about this because of Ash always being in the format. Ash is always here because we have Maxi. We have this whole Ash, Maxi, Caught by the Grave, Crossroad Designator package. And as long as this is there, by the way, Crossroad Designator we have at 1. Over in the TCG, they can play a strong, a much stronger version of Branded because they have nothing hit here. You can see the OCG has it at 1, TCG at 3. TCG has also Crossroad Designator at 3, and they don't regularly have Ash in the main decks of the people because they don't have the Maxi thingy over there. And even there, Branded is not like the strongest and most suppressive deck, so I don't think that this deck needs this hit. I don't think that the deck is too strong, and it will not be too strong when the new support will come out in maybe a few months. So unnecessary, but I won't complain that much because I will get ultra rare crafting points back. Also, I like to play the deck, but for my climb I didn't use it, or I used it at the start of Platinum 5 and then switched to Dragon Link, then switched to Sprite. Yeah, so not the strongest deck, in my opinion, not the best hit, I don't get it. And talking of Sprite, 2 hits for Sprite, Sprite Jet to 2, okay, yeah, we have Blue to 2, we have Jet to 2, it's okay. I think it's okay, they can live with that. There were also some lists that did play it at 2, I think it's okay. Swapfrog to 2, that's a bit annoying, because you definitely like to have 3 Swapfrogs. Now you can basically, though what you normally would have done on your turn is play your Swapfrog, let's say normal summon, pitch your Ronin Totem, then revive your Swapfrog back with your Sprite Elf, and then you could dump another Swapfrog. This you can still do, so you only don't have the third Swapfrog. So for your first turn, and basically all the frogs that you in a normal way get to your grave in your first turn, it doesn't change a thing, because normally you would only get 2 to your grave in your first turn, but obviously this also dependent on your hand. By the way, the Tri-Brigade deck doesn't use the Swap Frogs, so maybe this will become better than it already became better because of Sprint, obviously. We have Flannery's and Ampen from 3 to 1. I'm not quite sure why they keep hitting the deck as hard as they do. It's not a bad deck, it's annoying to play against, that's for sure. Maybe that's the point. And yeah, most people are playing this at 2 in the deck. I'm okay with it. I don't play the deck myself a lot of the time. So yeah, it's totally fine. But I don't get it because I don't think it's needed. I don't think the deck warrants these strong of a hit. Eradicate Epidemic Virus, probably a pre-hit because we get the new Labyrinth support in the next pack. Though even then, most people were playing this at 1 or maybe in their side deck, because this is more of a side deck card, obviously. So yeah, I'm not even sure if we will play this in the main deck, but maybe we will. I mean, why not? We are missing cards like Triple Skill Drain or stuff. We only have basically all the floodgates at 1, so maybe we just put in the 1 Eradicate Epidemic, but you only need 1, you would never put in 3, though if you would be able to put in 2, then obviously you could use your Trap Tricks to find the card, which you can't now. And then we have Telemon Saliek. This is the last change from 3 to 1. Yeah, everyone was playing it at 2 basically. Yeah, it's a minor hit, it's a minor consistency hit. I mean, this card is really strong because you can also send it. So the thing why this is kind of cool is because one strong play in my opinion was to send this via to your grave, for example, via the Foolish Burial Goods. and then you could search your Rhinoheart with this, and then you could use your Rhinoheart, pitch any tier limit name, fusion summon your Kid Kalos, and then Kid Kalos could search you if you wanted to end your turn there because you get Maxite or something. Tier elements could have searched you a Saliak, so you have reaction on your opponent's turn. But obviously you can also search yourself a Crime, though the Saliak enables you to then, we are talking you're under Maxi here. The Saliak enables you to then activate Saliak and pitch your Kid Kalos from your field to the graveyard, thereby milling 5 on your opponent's turn. So this does not work right now, but yeah, I mean, I like the hit, but it's a minor hit, though. I already talked about that. I like that they're doing these little hits here, because they are getting it, or we are getting a ban list every month, so I think they can do it. They can like slowly adjust the ratios and don't have to like kill a deck. I think I like this kind of strategy. I don't like anything here besides the Saliak hit. But yeah, and let's quickly talk about what this means for the maybe upcoming Kashtira archetype. Interestingly enough, they didn't hit the number 89 Diabolus, the Mind Hacker, which isn't hit in OCG, and if you don't know what this thing is doing, it's what was recently banned in TCG. This enables the Kashtira archetype to basically lock all your monster zones or all your spell and trap zones on turn 1 if they get the full combo, which they can't always get. That's important to say. But a really annoying card that was or enabled a really annoying ban of all your playable zones. So people were complaining, and this is why this got hit in the TCG, and I was interested in whether they would maybe hit this up in the forefront, because every hit that we will get to the Kashtira cards, and I think we will get some, that we will see when the new pack comes out. That will come in the future. But if they want to hit something that is not, or comes not together with the Kashtira archetype, not a Kashtira card, then they have to do it basically right now with this ban list, and they didn't. I think, like in the OCG, we can switch over here, like in the OCG, we will see something like maybe Fenrir to 2, maybe we get a Unicorn hit, maybe we get a Planet hit. They seem to like to hit the field spells. I think Kashtira will not be limited when it comes. There will be limits to it. And maybe NDK had a nice theory about this, which I think fits perfectly. Maybe they are not hitting tier element that hard because Kashtira is coming in the next pack. We are suggesting, or we are expecting it, because we already know that Kashtira Arisehard, the boss monster, has gotten an animation in the game and is basically one of the only cards that is missing from the new animations. Also, we have basically all the cards from Darkwing Blast, the set we are currently on, and the only cards missing are the Kashtira cards, and we are also already getting cards from the next set, Photon Hypernova, where Kashtira Arisehard is from. So I think we will get all them in a bunch, besides this card that's not yet out in TCG. This card we won't get. But yeah, I think they will, or maybe they want to make Kashtira, this is DK's theory here, they want to sell Kashtira because Kashtira will be a natural counter to tier elements because of the boss monster Arisehard, because you can read here, where is the important, he has any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead, so he is basically Macrocosmos whole time he's on the board, and he's pretty easy to make on your first turn. You can basically make him all the time if you do not brick super hard. Though this also depends on whether these cards will go to 1 at release, then it's way harder. But maybe they are like, okay, we want to sell Kashtira, and Kashtira is a natural killer of tier elements. Over in the TCG, this unfortunately never happened, or we never really saw this, because when this deck got to full power mode, tier element was already hit. We had this one YCS where there was full power tier element against full power Kashtira, but I think not a lot of people were playing Kashtira back then, so it's hard to tell. So all in all, I'm so-so when it comes to the ban list. I'm really interested in whether we see the full Kashtira package coming with the next pack, but I am 99% sure we will, and then this will maybe be a natural counter to tier elements, and everyone will want to buy it. So that might be a strategy. That's it for the ban list. We will see each other in the next one, which will be the video on my Master 1 climb.